We are live.
You gonna
All right.
open up?
Count, sir. Shalom Israel. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai Barakathum. Yahweh Shemar Alathun by Shem Yahweh Shai. To the sisters. The Israelite School of UPK. We got Commanding General Yahanna in the building again, man.
Yeah.
Get a most high hand. We going into Daniel chapter 9. He broke down Daniel chapter 8. Want to thank him again publicly for joining the
Most
platform. Um, really excited. I got brothers texting me right now, actually, sir. Slaggy about
most,
this. Asking me if we still going. We here, Daniel
you,
chapter 9.
I'm on your channel. It's not live.
It probably takes a second because I
Okay.
just went live.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Okay.
went live.
Yeah.
Um,
Kick in.
kind. But if I may, sir, the
Please.
floor is all yours. However, you know.
Okay. Okay. I want to give a big shout out to my main man out there, Godal Hart, holding it down, West Coast. You know
Right.
how he do, hardcore, long term hitter, bringing cats up with this truth. And if I use any gang terms, I'm not talking about gangs. I'm just talking about hardcore workers in the truth. So when I say hitter, I don't mean that hitter. I mean a hitter of these scriptures. That's what I mean. A big shout out to Officer 5000, Top of One. You know what I'm saying? Cat, Top of One, you've been killing it on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube with them clips,
I'm sorry in
busting
Christ.
all over the deck. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. Officer Iraq just sent me the link. I believe this is the link. Let me just get in here with you. Oh no, this is
I'm trying
different.
to.
I'm
Yeah, let
sorry.
me
He's
see.
no. Okay. All right. So we live, right? We good?
I'm just double checking. Okay, yeah, we are live, sir. It took a second to actually,
Okay.
um, it's like maybe like a delay, like a second delay.
Yeah. Like before it actually comes up.
Kind
Okay.
of.
All right.
But we good to go.
Most High in Christ. We're gonna venture into um Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Oh yeah, there it is. All right. In the building. Okay. We're gonna venture into Daniel, the ninth chapter, right?
Kind.
We'll see how we can get it on.
Let me see.
Bear with me 1 second, fam. Okay, it sounds really good. Um, you can bear with me 1 second.
No problem, sir.
Sorry about that.
If I could say something really fast, sir.
Please, I'm
Uh,
coming right now. I'm just
th-
trying to get everybody straight that's
what?
hitting me on.
No problem, sir. Actually, what inspired me, I don't think I've even shared this with him. One
Okay.
of my first classes coming into the school was, of course, Captain Gadalhar, and he was breaking down one of the books of Daniel, one of the chapters in Daniel, and since that point, it really piqued my interest, or
Yeah.
so that's actually, I just wanted to bring that up. Captain Gadalhar actually inspired me in that light of going into things like so.
Heavy. Because I mean, if you look at it in a certain point of view, the Lord didn't have to give us these prophecies. He didn't have to tell us, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do." He didn't have to show us what's going to happen. In other words, He helped our faith by showing us what was coming in the near future. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
mm,
He helped our faith by doing that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
By giving us those steps, putting us in those positions and waking us up to come back to the truth. And here's the thing. He did it even way back with Abraham. Like the Lord ain't just tell Abraham, listen, man, go up on the mountain and sacrifice your son. He said, I'm going to make you a great nation, so large as the sands of the sea. He told
right,
Abraham what was going to happen in the future. And
right,
Abraham held on to what the Lord said, and that's what made Abraham, so mighty and great in everything he did. So these prophecies the Lord gave us, like, I don't know how other people take it, but I take it like the almighty power from heaven don't have to put this down on paper so that my little self, a little human, you understand, can read that and know exactly what he's doing and have the faith to hold on.
Mm.
This is a time of faith, whether we know it or not. Like, this is the time when your soul gonna be tested. Do me one favor. Bring this light out for me a little bit, Salakia. It's blocking me from seeing. I appreciate that, Salakia, y'all. Like this time, bingo, perfect. Thank you so much. It didn't change your lighting, right? Nah, you still good. Like, like in this time we in now, like, you're gonna have to have faith because the things you're gonna see. The stuff you're gonna see that this monster is doing and has will make you lose your faith if you don't hold on to the Most High. Could you imagine being Moses and going before Pharaoh at 80 years old and going before Pharaoh and putting your staff down on the ground and changing the molecular structure into a snake, and the
Mm.
Egyptian witches come out like, you ain't got nothing, bam,
Mm.
and drop their shit on the ground. Like, now, people read that and say, well, that's not really what happened, it's a metaphor. No, that happened. They had the ability to do that. Esau got the ability now to do it. Not quite that level, but he working on it. He working real hard on all of that. Invisibility, you
Mm.
know, alien type shit. That's him. Ain't no alien, ain't no such thing as alien. That's him. He doing all that. But he contributed it to aliens so you don't realize it's him with that technology and say, give it to us too. So he tell you it's some alien from somewhere. So that's why it ain't no alien. It's a black project. The
Mm.
Lord gave them a lot of power to do all kinds of stuff on this earth. But that's just for a time. And he knows in coming out of your captivity, you're not going to know that. So you're going to see those things and think, oh my God, they're amazing, or oh my God, the aliens, they must be the real gods, like they running around teaching us now, trying to teach us that it was really aliens that came down back in Babylon, you understand, and that they came and changed the DNA of the animals here and blah, 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 and blah, bullshit.
Right.
How they changed the DNA here when all the animals was here? Well, who put them here? The Most High. And so the Most High is merciful to give us a path to look into it. And myself, I'm addicted to the prophecy. Like,
Kind.
I look at them like in such an awe of the Lord's great power. And so did the disciples. So did those prophets of the Lord.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it's in this 9th chapter, but I think it's in the 10th chapter. It tells you that Daniel fainted when Gabriel showed up. You know what I mean? Gabriel had to touch him on his mouth and raise him back up off the ground because what he was seeing was absolutely amazing. And the fact that the angel came in, but let's read if we could, because it's really going to show out in these scriptures how
Kind.
great and powerful the. And now, and then another thing, if I could, I would want to clear up. And this is the thing that always got to be cleared up. This should not make somebody think in their mind that means that we don't stand up and do the will of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this a long time. I wake up every morning and feel it in every bone in my body. And I'll be like, I ain't stopping now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we work hard as hell on all levels and deal with whatever we got to deal with. But it don't mean it don't mean you trade what you believe in and your faith in the Father. You give him the credit for it. Like, you got it done because he allowed you to get it done,
Right.
not because of no power of yours. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you get caught up in. That's what Esau caught up in right now. You heard what's his name? Miller? Stephen Miller? He got up and said, man, we an empire, man. We're gonna act like an empire. Venezuela got to ask permission from us. Like, that's a man that has confidence in himself and in his ability, not confidence in the Most High. He believed he accomplished those things because of his intelligence and his ability to do what he does, instead of giving the credit to the Lord, which is what he's supposed to do. And as a result, he gonna get puffed up, and so is all these empires, and the Lord gonna crush them all. That's why he raised them up like that. He raised them up, and he said specifically that I might show my power in them. Why? Because he's sick and tired of these nations showing their power, showing what they could do. When you just a man, you understand? How thick is the skin on a man? About 1/25 of an inch. You know what I mean? A little more than a sheet of paper. Like how fragile is a human being? And how arrogant you got to be to have a flesh that we got less physical defenses than half the animals in the jungle. You come across half the animals in the jungle in a hand-to-hand combat, you done. Hell, even a bird, a hawk will take you out if you ain't got nothing in your hand. Forget about an eagle. You know what I mean? Like, what is man? The Lord said, what is man that I might be mindful of it? So that's how you look at man. Like, in other words, why should I even put man on my mind? Who is he? He said all Esau's power is as a drop of a bucket. A drop in a bucket. Like, he don't regard this cat. And holding on to the Lord and sticking with him in that will also give you the courage and the strength and the discipline to persevere on to seek the Lord. And that's what's important, man, because that's what the Lord counts. He measures that. He measured that with Abraham, our forefather. That was his measure. He could have told Abraham, go fight that nation. Right or wrong. He could have told Abraham, go dig in the earth and plant these plants. He could have gave him any task. He said, I'm going to give you the task on how much you're going to rely on my power. That was what you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to be an Israelite, be an Israelite. Because that's what it means. Fake Israelites running around out here on their own power. That's dumb as hell. I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
Khan, sir. Khan. This is one more time, sir.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So
no, go ahead. Go ahead. I was how we was doing it, but you took it, so I'm gonna let you get it.
Okay, Khan. Daniel 9:1. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans.
So he was made king over the realm, and the reason why he also mentioned the Chaldeans, Darius's kingdom was far greater over than just the realm of the Chaldeans. But the realm of the Chaldeans is where Abraham came from. Like, those were our people before the Lord cut us off from them and made us a nation. You know what I'm saying? And they were the witches of this place. They were the ones that was, the witches, the ones that had all the technology and power in the empire. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 2. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he
studied. Go ahead. I'm saying Slakia. He's studying these records, and he's checking these records out, and then he understood what Jeremiah was laying out. Jeremiah, once again, Daniel was checking out the prophecies that came. He says, okay, now I understand what is supposed to come. Go ahead.
Khan.
He just so you know, he's saying this, Daniel is studying this at the height of Darius's kingdom. So it's looking like they just so powerful. Looking like they just so indestructible. They're looking like they just so on a level, but it's the height of the kingdom, meaning it's about to go down. And he's there right there studying Jeremiah once again. You know what I mean? Like you say, like you like to teach. You studying what the Lord's world is rather than this world. You got to understand out there. The Lord's world is a different world than the world you in. You talking about the Esau studying dimensions. I'm telling you about two dimensions right here. One
Mm.
dimension is Esau's world, the other dimension is God's world. And every time Esau build up his world, the Lord come with his prophecies on what's going to happen in his world. And that's what Daniel is studying. Like while Daniel's in this captivity, while he see all this power, he working in the palace. You understand? He destroyed up under an enemy, but he's studying what is the Lord's word on these prophecies and how long. He's studying this time because he want to get the hell up out of here. And any good Hebrew Israelite always in the mindset of when is this damn thing gonna be over? always, always in your mind, like, damn, when this thing gonna be over? Well, that's what he was going through. Daniel was going through the same. I'm sorry to cut you off. Tell him where you at if you don't mind, please.
Count, sir. Daniel 9:2.
Go ahead.
And the
You was gonna ask,
first, no,
jump
sir.
in, do you?
Count,
Salah.
sir. Count, sir. The water.
The what?
Daniel 9:2. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years, whereof the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah the prophet, that
That's
he
right.
that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem.
Right. 70 years. Jeremiah said it would be 70 years of the desolation of Jerusalem. And we got destroyed.
Mm,
We absolutely destroyed. And our leaders were the evilest things in the world when you go back and read in Jeremiah.
right.
Our our leaders hated Jeremiah, brother, like you ain't never seen before. I mean, they hated him with a horrible hate. They lowered Jeremiah into a pit.
Mm,
Jeremiah spent a whole lot of time underground in a pit. And this type of dungeon is the worst, most horrible dungeon you could be in because the bottom of this dungeon is water and mud and slime. And there's no way out of this dungeon unless they bring the rope down and pull you out of it.
mm,
They got Jeremiah tied up and they lower him down in this muddy dungeon. Like this is a real man of God. While we
mm.
reading about him now. And why Daniel was reading about him. Because he's down submerged in blood. That's where, and you got to urine, defecate, all of that down in this slime pit. And Jeremiah was hardcore for the most high.
Right.
He's reading about these prophecies. That's a bad cat.
Mm,
Once again, the most high, he bring you through a trial, but that's why you getting that crown at the end of it all. Go ahead.
mm. If I may, sir,
Please.
may I read what Daniel was referring to in Jeremiah?
Please.
Count. Jeremiah 29:10. For thus saith the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word towards you in causing you to return to this place.
Hmm.
You know,
That's what's up. You know what I mean?
back in Daniel 9. Oh no, I was just referring to I wanted to show where Daniel chapter 9 verse 2, where it says that in the first year of his reign, I Daniel understood by books the number of the years, whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem, referring
Mm.
to how when Nebuchadnezzar the second referred to amongst them the great, they're not great to us, uh, that Nebuchadnezzar, that he ransacked and seized Jerusalem and destroyed and left the temple desolate. And the
Mm.
Lord said that after a certain amount of time that he would give good word unto us. And that's what Daniel was looking for at the height of the Medo-Persian Empire. And like you said, sir, what's so heavy to me is that, anybody else, if they not really locked in with the word of the Most High and the understanding by books like Daniel was, you would think that Persia would never fall.
Right.
Same thing today. You would think that America would never fall. if you don't read these, getting these prophecies. So I just wanted to add that, sir.
Listen, you so right, because they sure don't think they'll never fall.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? They
right,
don't think, well, they thinking, please. You think we gonna fall? Come on, man. We the
It-
United States of America. Every nation thought that.
right.
You know what I mean?
If I may,
Please.
who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
There it is.
You know.
You know what
Um, back in Daniel
I mean?
9, sir. That's why.
Huh? Huh? I'm sorry,
Daniel
say again.
Daniel 9 and 3 to go.
Hold one quick second.
Okay. Let me see here.
Uh if we could you get Jeremiah 38:9?
Okay. 38 at 9. This is Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 9.
Do just 38 and 11. 38 and 11. This is what I was mentioning about them having him in the dungeon.
Mm.
38 and 9 tells you how much he was starving in that dungeon. 38 and 11 explains how they put him in the dungeon. Go ahead and read it.
Kind. So Jeremiah 38 and 11. So Abedmelech took the men with him and went into the house of the king under the treasury and took thence old cast clouts and old rotten rags and let them down by cords into the dungeon to Jeremiah.
They went and wrapped these rags together and sent them down into this dungeon. That's how you had to get in this dungeon. Read 13. It's
Kind.
crazy.
So they drew up Jeremiah with cords and took him up out of the dungeon. And Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. Good
Right.
God.
The court of the prisons where they bring you up for, trial. But when you ain't going to trial, they send you down into that dungeon. In New York City, they call it the tombs. When they lock you up in New York, they got a place under the court where the cells are at. They call it the tombs. That's what they did to this brother. You know what I'm saying? And
Kind.
that's these were our people that did this. It was the king that let him out. That gave them the go ahead to let him out
Mm.
because we didn't want to listen to the Lord's prophecy. Go ahead. Let's go back to Daniel if we could.
Kind, sir. Daniel 9. I believe we started left off at 3. Is that okay, sir?
Yes, sir. The water.
Daniel 9 and 3. And I set my face unto the Lord God to seek by prayer and supplications with fasting and sackcloth and ashes.
This brother really humbled himself. Daniel really humbled himself, man, and really showed forth sorrow for what had happened to us. Go ahead.
Kind. And I prayed unto the Lord my God and made my confession and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful power, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments.
He called the Most High the dreadful power. that's, that's the kind of power the Most High is.
Right,
He is dreadful because of what he can do to you. You know what I mean? If he ain't on your side, it's a bad deal. And
right.
Esau better recognize that he ain't on his side. He puffed up now. The white supremacist was out there with the ICE agents in Michigan today.
Mm,
And the white supremacist was saying, yeah, we assassinated one of y'all. We assassinated one of yours. And the
mm.
reason they say that is because the white supremacists are trying to get them to have a race war. And the reason they want a race war is because then Donald Trump can declare martial law and try and stay in power. But the rest, everybody else is trying to be cool. They're trying to be cool because they want to get him out of office. So it's a game they playing. But them white supremacists was mad as hell about what they did. And you heard, I don't know if you heard, did anybody here, they read the law? I posted it up on my channel on Facebook. They read the law.
Mm.
And the law said that ICE agents cannot fire into a moving car.
Mm.
The car is fleeing. And they said that ICE agents must never go in front of a vehicle. Like they're not even supposed to get in front of the vehicle, let alone fire on the vehicle.
Right.
So they was acting like, well, she came at him with a vehicle and that's what happened. They was dead wrong on that move. But they want a war in these streets.
Mm.
They want to drag us into it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else is waiting and going to get him out. And I can tell you right now, it's already going to be a race war, whether or not Donald Trump is in office or not.
Mm.
Because let's say they get rid of him. Let's say they get rid of Donald Trump on the vote. What are all those white supremacists going to do?
Right.
What are they going to do if the Democrats decide to disband all of those ICE agents? What are they going to do then?
Right.
You know what I mean? They're going to do just like the scripture said they did in ancient Egypt. They're going to take to the streets to kill our babies. So it's going to go there anyway, whether we know it or not. But let's go on. Salakia.
Count, sir. Daniel 9:5. We have sinned and committed iniquity, and have done wickedly, and have rebelled, even by departing from thy precepts and from thy judgments.
We definitely did that. We departed from all the Lord's precepts and judgments. We got away from that. We wanted to do it our way. And boy, oh boy, look at our way. This is why he the dreadful power. He giving us a punishment we ain't never gonna forget. Like that punishment we got in Egypt, that shit is world famous. And this punishment we getting in America is also gonna be world famous. You know what I mean? Like obeying the Most High is everything. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Mm.
That's where you start at. That's why Daniel called him the dreadful power.
Right.
The great dreadful power. You know, man. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 6. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets, which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land.
Right. Wait a minute. Did we miss 5?
So
no.
I can reread it.
My bad. Right. My bad.
Go ahead.
Right.
Verse.
Did our kings so many scriptures on that where our leaders always just turned against the Lord. Our leaders fall in the trap easier than anybody else, and that trap is either the money or more power. You fall into that trap of money or power, it will seduce you. Satan will whisper in your goddamn ear. And that's what has happened with our leaders. And every last time, so many thousands of years, so many different leaders, so many men that claimed authority and power in the nation and failed because of their own selfishness. And we just never get it. We only get it when we eat mud. That's when we get it. You know what I mean? A empty belly can teach a lesson you ain't never learned before. You could be the man with the most pride in the earth. That empty belly, oh, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn humility. You're going to learn respect for the Most High. You're going to learn how in the hell you're supposed to move in this earth. You're going to learn from the Most High with an empty belly. He said, I chastises them whom he chastises them whom he loves. And that's what we didn't do. Our leaders do it today. Right now, today, they puffed up, big suits in the church, Hollywood, ba. We all over in the Latin world, the Caribbean world. We down in the Caribbean world, man, talking about a woman's anatomy and making a whore out of her, having a parade every year. That's a satanic parade every year that they have. Parade is a parade on the Satan. That's why they had them women dressed like that. but we don't get it. We never get it. It never clicks with us. And even right now, with all this hell going on in the earth, where the white supremacists have just come out and clearly and said, man, you blacks and Latinos, you not a part of none of this, man. You out. We want to push you out the country once and for all. And blacks have been here, us, man, since slavery, 500 years, full-fledged born citizens. And they don't care. Damn all that. They all bets is off. All niceties is off. We got power. We want to use it to harm you. We want to use it to get rid of you. That's the spirit that they in. And that spirit came from our constant unwillingness to humble ourselves before the Most High. And that's exactly what Daniel is saying. Like Daniel ain't a dummy. This is his words. Daniel is saying these words based on what he observed.
Mm.
He's saying, Lord, he's confessing to the Most High what is going on right now in that empire of Darius, right now with our people. He confessing, and he confessing it because he see that it done led to wiping us the hell out. That's how you know if you in the truth. That's how you know if you a prophet of God. If you looking at us and seeing how destroyed we are, and you looking around and saying to yourself, man, I got to go to the Lord.
Mm.
Pray to the Most High. We done destroyed ourselves, man. This supposed to humble you. This ain't supposed to puff you up. It's supposed to humble you and make you really look at your people and look at the state you people is in. And this supposed to make you say, damn, you got to go, you got to plead to the Lord. You see the mistake now. Daniel saw it. What a mistake we made. And he confessed it to the Most High. He said, damn the pride. I'm going to confess this to the Lord. Go ahead.
Kind. Daniel chapter 9, verse 7. O Most High, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces.
Right. Righteousness, his righteousness is back with him now. Why? Because we didn't carry out that righteousness. Righteousness belonged to the Most High. It don't belong to us. We ain't living righteously. I mean, the Israelite school, UBK, of course, we beseeching the Lord. But righteousness ain't living with us. Righteousness is back with the Most High. But to us, confusion of faces. Confusion of what is what, who is who. Confusion of who God is and who God is not. Worshiping the white Jesus, the rock in Mecca. Worshiping money, cars, ourselves. That's who we made up. We ain't made of don't nobody say, man, they are people that really feed one another.
Mm.
They are people that got some serious laws from that Bible that they will not break. Man, they are people that will never work on the Sabbath. In the case before Christ during Daniel time. Like that don't belong to us. Well, belong to us, them niggas don't know what the hell they doing.
Right.
Them niggas don't deserve nothing.
Mm.
Them niggas ain't got no culture, no history. That's what belong to us now.
Mm.
Because we rebelled against the Lord. We get confusion of faces now. Go ahead,
Kind. But unto
Just
us,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
kind. But unto us confusion of faces, as at this day.
Mm.
To the
Is
men of
that day Daniel saying it, that is going on right then. We all up in Darius' kingdom doing exactly what we doing here. Every damn thing carnal and evil. Getting high, robbing, stealing. Everything you see us doing in America, we was doing it in Darius' kingdom too.
right.
Darius had the wherewithal, one of the few people that had the wherewithal to say, makes no sense. These people are in this state because of them being in captivity with us. So let me take some of their leaders and lead them into their own land and let them get set back up because they ain't no use to us here.
Right.
We keeping them for, we're going to eventually have to kill them.
Mm.
Esau don't think that way. He ain't giving you nothing. He want to kill you. Go ahead.
Right. Kind. and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto
Tell me,
all uh Daniel 9 and 7, sir.
lock it. Go ahead.
O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day. To the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are afar off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee.
Like Daniel saw the scope of our destruction. He said, whether they be near here or far away or wherever the hell you scattered them, we totally lost on who we are. Is that outside? Mm-hmm. You can look right through here if you want. I don't know if you want to just. Okay, go ahead. Slocking.
Come on, sir, no
So
problem.
yeah, like he said, like wherever we at, Daniel knew we was destroyed. Go ahead.
Come, verse 8. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee.
Sinning against the Lord is a big problem. Sinning against the Lord, it ain't good. Breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments is not good. You know what I'm saying? Bible one, get me that scripture where Christ said, where the Sadducees and Pharisees came up to Christ and said, and Christ said, you omit the weightier matters of the law.
Come.
Let me get that. I think I can get that in my joint right here.
I
Go ahead. You got it?
Come, sir. This is
Tell me.
come, sir. This is Matthew, I believe this is 23 and 23.
Matthew
Woe,
23, y'all. Go ahead. Salakia.
come, sir. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees,
Woe
hypocrites,
unto them. Destruction unto them. To those leaders. Go ahead.
for ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have
Which are spices at the time. Go ahead.
omitted the weightier matters of the law.
Right. Like, in other words, they make sure, just like the church, just like that cat that said was mad with that sister that came in on the $1,200 line. They coming
Oh,
up and paying their tithes. Here go the mints. Remember? And
right.
he told her she was in the wrong line.
Phew.
And she said she was gonna go try to get the rest of the money. And he embarrassed her before the whole congregation, then tried to backtrack it afterwards when the internet went crazy over that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Right. We'll show you too. Them lines like that is made to make you vain.
Mm.
Like the $1,200 line is for the vain nigga that want to come up. Oh yeah, here go that time money. I got you. That's why Tyler Perry gave him $100,000 after it all came out.
Mm.
Because they want to pay tithes of the best spices. You know, look the best, but omit the more weightier matters of the law.
Mm.
This is what they was doing. They was doing it during Christ. They was doing it during Daniel. We've been doing this for thousands of years. We destroying ourselves with it. Go ahead and finish that scripture where Christ spoke on it.
Come. For ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith.
Judgment, mercy, and what?
Faith.
And faith. They don't add them things to them. They don't add that. They don't add judgment. They don't try to break up the disputes and have judgment right. They don't look at the enemy doing the evil to our people and judge it right. You know what I'm saying? They don't have mercy on our people. Our people come in, sir, I can't pay the rent. I can't, this, that. No mercy.
Mm.
No mercy. Nehemiah was mad with the black. When you go back and read the book of Nehemiah was a bad dude, man. Nehemiah came back He stepped to all the rich leaders. He said, man, y'all been getting paid off of Israel while we was in captivity.
Mm.
Y'all was paid off of all these people. And you starving them over these rents, man. We trying to build this kingdom back. Lower them damn rents, man. And they ain't want to mess with Nehemiah because, of course, he had a little army with him. And he was about to wax that ass. So they thought about it. And all of a sudden, them rents came down. That's what our leaders will do. If not for these scriptures, they would do that. You know what I'm saying? They would extort and shake down and rob our own people when the Lord only required 10%. That's what